Hey everyone, I'm Saj from Debox Studio. In this tutorial, I'll be texturing this denim jacket while walking you through how to use a few of our products and explore their key parameters. Let's get started. I made this denim jacket in CLO 3D, and I packed the UVs there as well. Now we're ready to start the texturing process. I've already done the importing and baking, and I've imported some of our denim fabric materials, which you can find in our store. Once I find the right material, it's time to add some edge details, highlights, and shadows. Start with a fill layer. Keep only the base color channel active. Set the blending mode to multiply, then add a black mask. From the generators, choose UV border distance and apply it to the mask. Now, tweak the parameters to get the look you want. There's no exact right way to do this, so feel free to experiment and be creative. Next, let's add some highlights. Create another fill layer for the base color channel, and this time add a curvature generator. I also add two fill layers with a cloth fold medium texture applied directly on the layer. Set their blending modes to soft light and overlay, respectively. When it comes to texturing the denim pieces, how you add puckering really affects the final result. We offer many tools for this, but this time I'm trying a new method. With this approach, you can add puckering to all the edges at once, no path tool needed. I'm using our wrinkle pattern textures, which are one of the many benefits of this product. Import the files and keep only the height channel active. Adjust the intensity and blur. Then add a UV border distance generator to the layer's mask to define the puckering areas. Repeat the process in another direction, and remember to rotate the texture for variety. To clean up any unwanted parts, add a paint layer on top of the generator and paint them out manually. Now that the puckering effect is in the height channel, let's add some color variation. For highlights, create another base color fill layer in overlay mode. To mask it properly, we need to use anchor points. Add anchor points to each of the height layers you've created and give them clear, recognizable names. In the highlight layer mask, add a fill layer and assign one of the anchor points. Choose the height channel and adjust the levels until the texture becomes visible. To soften the edges, you might want to add a blur filter. Repeat this process for the other anchor points. As a final step, add a UV border distance generator on top of the fill layers and blur filters to help mask the puckering areas. You can always tweak the masks using paint layers. Adding shadows is similar to adding highlights. The main difference is that you'll use a darker gray for your base color and set the layer mode to multiply instead of overlay. Congratulations, you've now added puckering to all the edges without having to draw them manually one by one. Let's take the details up a notch. I'm using our buttonhole textures to give this jacket an extra layer of detail. But we're not done yet. Time to check out our newest tool, the patchmaker tool. Import the SAR file into your library. Add a new fill layer and double-click on the generator. Change the UV wrap mode from repeat to none. One more thing. Set the blending mode for the normal and height channels to normal, and that's it. Now you're ready to have fun and patch things up. There are lots of parameters to explore in this tool. They're divided into 3 groups. General parameters for adjusting normal and AO intensity. Stitching for all stitching related settings. Patch to customize patch shape, edge style, materials, and more. To start, I turn off the stitches so you can see the patch parameters clearly. You can choose whether the patch looks sewn on or cut out. Then pick a shape, or even use a custom shape, or paint your own. There are 4 built-in fabric options, or you can use a custom fabric via anchor points. For the edges, you get 3 choices: clean, messy, or no thread detail. You can change the colors of all parts too. Now let's move on to stitching. There are 8 stitching styles to choose from. You can tweak the color, roughness, metallic, spacing, scale, rotation, and randomness. You also get control over the puckering effect around the edges of the patch. This tool can be a bit heavy due to the 4K quality and all the customization options. But you can also use it as a brush, which speeds things up, though you might lose access to some features like custom fabrics and live previews. I'm going to speed up the video and finish applying the patches. we've got one more tool to show off. The top stitching tool. I personally love Sashiko. It's an ancient Japanese embroidery technique that adds both style and strength to garments. Perfect for denim. This tool includes 30 Sashiko patterns, and you can tweak colors and other settings to your liking. I did a last-minute change to the denim, and now it finally feels finished. Thanks so much for sticking with me. I hope you had fun, and maybe picked up a trick or two along the way. See you in the next one.